Even Einstein is actually saying that a lot of his findings came out of dreams, came out of spontaneous, intuitive ideas. And so in this way, it takes an openness of the mind even to be a scientist. And every scientist who is coming to the edge of their understanding will be challenged to actually be a scientist, to step on new ground, even if it means to question everything they've believed so far. So as a yogi, we're also a scientist. In fact, yogis have always been scientists. This didn't just fall out of the sky. It was practitioners a long time ago that were thinking, hey, what if I do this with my mind? What if I do that with my body? And they were observing certain predictable results. When they were practicing with dedication, with focus, often by themselves for long years. And then when they talked to others, they would say, the same thing happens. So there was a certain scientific method involved, which is not very similar to the modern scientific method, but there are certain commonalities between them. And they are simply based on experiment. You try this practice. If you try it well enough, for long enough, you get that result. That's how yoga works. There's not really any need to believe information, claims of anyone in particular. Instead, there are certain techniques, and the mind will say, oh yeah, these techniques, they don't seem particularly dangerous. I might as well try them out. And if we have enough curiosity, enough discipline, which it often takes, we will find, there are certain effects to these techniques. And then we become ready for more complicated, more demanding, more difficult techniques that will take us even further. So ultimately, every yogic practitioner is becoming a scientist, making all the necessary experiences again, all over again, from scratch. Because only then are the findings truly valuable. As long as we just believe something that someone tells us, we may just think otherwise next week. But something that comes from within, a deeper knowledge, as it is called, vijnana, a higher knowledge, that arises from source, we might say, is not subject to doubt. It is not subject to debate or discussion. It is something that we are absolutely certain about because it comes directly from source and we perceive it directly. So that is how yoga works. It is not just reading a book, learning some knowledge. It is rather using some tools in order to gain insight that will then take us to full truth.